Grand Rising. I have started my other YouTube channel, the University of Cosmic Intelligence. So if you haven't subscribed to that, please be sure to subscribe to that. If you like this content, please like, comment, share. Definitely go to my YouTube channel. But I'm going to open this lecture with the right energy. So I would like to say Grand Rising, and peace to the gods and the goddesses. And once again, when I say peace, I don't mean peace as in stillness, as in Webster's dictionary, definition. When I say peace, I mean peace meaning it's an acronym as in positive energy always creates elevation. So I'm gonna say that again to all the guys who's tuning in. I always like to open up these lectures with the right spiritual energy. It's imperative that we open up these lectures and these lessons with the right spiritual energy. So once again, before we get started, I don't know what Facebook on, but once again, before we get started, peace to the gods and the goddesses who tuning in. So today, in this video, right, I want to touch on real quick about these alien races that live on this planet with us that we have been lied to about from day one. We have been completely lied to about our DNA as black people all around the board. So today in this video, I just want to touch a little bit on the different alien civilizations that live on planet Kai, which is the original name of this planet, not Earth. If you haven't been keeping up with some of my videos, then I advise you to go back and watch. If you're still stuck on the third dimension and you're not in a space of enlightenment where you're trying to seek to better yourself every day as an individual, then my videos not for you. My lives aren't for you. If you're looking for drama, this live isn't for you. We don't support racism, anything on this live or any of that, but we will be stating actual facts. So if me stating the historical facts of black people, DNA, as well as these Caucasians and Europeans, is going to offend you, I advise you to get off the live now. So with that being said, let me start with these different races that live on this planet amongst us. Okay, so a lot of us only know about the black people and the white people that live on this planet, because that's all we see. So we have been programmed since kids to believe that the only people that exist on this planet with us is us. Just us, black people, white people, or let's say humans, and then animals, when that's a complete lie. All right, so in this video, I'm just gonna give you a little quick, I'm just gonna touch real quick on who all live on this planet of Kai that we know as Earth with us, okay? So you have your humans, all right? Your humans are your white people, your Asians, your Dravidians, your Mexicans, and your Arabs. So you have 5 different races of humanoid that live on this planet with us, all right? These are your humans. Once again, your humans are your white, your Caucasians, your Dravidians, your Mexicans, your Asians, and your Arabs, all right? These are your human races that live on this planet. These races were created by our race or one of our brothers, Zeus. The human race is originally not from this planet. The human race originally comes from a planet called Nern, which sits too far not outside of the Plutonian galaxy. Okay, so I know that might be a hard pill to swallow, but you're gonna have to swallow this motherfucker today, all right? Because I'm here to give you the absolute real, the absolute true facts. Because to still look at things in the year 2020 as we go through these energy gateways and we're now in the 6th dimension as a planet, we're going through a grand awakening as a people right now. All right, so it's a lot more people like myself that's putting information out there, and I advise you to dissect it. I advise you to take it in and eat it up and spit it out. All right, I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong. So once again, your human races that live on this planet, because there's a lot of war going on this planet and we confused. Growing up, a lot of things didn't make sense to us. We do not know why white people are so treacherous and so violent toward blacks. We do not even know why blacks are so violent toward each other. We have no clue. All right, so I'm just here to you know, give you a couple blues clues. You feel me? Give y'all a couple blues clues today. So now that I've broken down the different human races that live on this earth, now let me talk about the gods, okay? The god races are actually original to the planet Kai, which has been renamed Earth since after the invasion of these humans, right? But the God races are your black people, or your African Americans, or your Latinos, or Haitians. I mean, anybody that's Latino outside of Mexicans, or anybody that's considered black. All right, anybody with this carbon, all right, on the epidermis of their skin, which is what makes it this pigmentation, would be considered a God. So they go for all your Africans, all your African Americans, Jamaicans, Belizeans, Haitians, and Latinos. These are the God races of this planet. Okay, I will repeat. The gods of this planet are the blacks and the Latinos, because these two races are the original people of this planet. Okay, not being racist, I'm just kicking real historical facts. Okay, because I don't support racism at all. I'm not a racist at all. I don't agree with it. Nobody should be belittled or talked about or treated differently because of the pigmentation of their skin. So with me saying that, you have to ask yourself this: if you're African American and you're tuning in, or a Latino brother or a sister right now tuning in, even if you're a Caucasian or a human, right, tuning in, why have you been taught as a human your whole life to hate black people? Why as a human, if you're white, Asian, Mexicans too, like all of these humans are taught and programmed as little kids to believe that they are more powerful than African Americans and the other Latinos. All right. So this programming helps the agenda. On the flip side, the God races, which are the original people of the planet, your Latinos and your blacks, they are programmed as youths in the school systems to believe as kids that we are lesser than, that we are oppressed, that we are a minority, when we are not the minority, we are the majority. I repeat, the Latinos and the blacks, which are the original people of this planet, are not the minority, we are the majority. Okay, so they program the God races, the original people, to believe that they are oppressed. All right, and they program the humans to believe that they are the oppressors. All right, so this sets a tone. If you're a white person growing up, Asian, or you're human, you grew up with a certain superiority complex, because you have been taught as a kid that everything that has been invented on this planet was invented by somebody with a white face. All right, this is what you call white supremacy. They even showed you as a kid in religion that Jesus was white. They paint all the historical, monumental, important people as white faces. So that's called white supremacy, okay? So they're subconsciously have been programming you as a black person or a Latino person to hate yourself. Because if all they ever told you about your people was that you was nothing but a slave over in Mexico, or you was nothing but a slave in Africa, and then we as Caucasians came and liberated you, all right, you grow up believing this, and that impacts your reality and what you see through the retinas of your eyes. Okay, so these humans though are not more powerful than the gods, than the original people of the planet. So now this leads me to the other species that exist on this planet. All right. Now I'm not going to delete it, but I'm going to need somebody to screen record it for me, because I need to put this on my YouTube channel. All right. So basically these humans, all right, they are not more powerful than the original people of the planet, because they were created by one of us, which was Yakub, Zeus, Prometheus, Satan. He go by about 5 different names. So you know the God races, you know the human races. Now, what the races that you are not familiar with are these different alien races I'm about to name that live amongst us as well on this planet. All right, so I don't even want to say alien, because alien makes you think about a monster or some shit, and that's exactly how Hollywood has fooled you and fooled us into believing since kids that it's not real. All right, in reality, it's very real. Science fiction is real, and reality is fake. This is a fact. Science fiction is real. Reality is fake. What you see in front of you is not real at all. Okay, what you think is going on is not real. All right, so this whole illusion of believing that everybody on this planet is one, that we are all human walking this planet, that was the trick. That's Satan's biggest trick in fooling the whole world that he didn't exist, was with that lie. Okay, so I'm gonna tie a little bit of the Bible together with what I'm saying to paint this bigger picture for y'all about these different beings that live on this planet. Okay, so we know who the humans are right now, right? We know who, at this point, who the gods are, who the God races are, right? But we don't know who the alien races are. So let me break them down. All right, the main alien race that is on our planet, that has inhibited our planet, that is helping these humans control us, would be the reptilians. Okay, If you're not aware of these different extraterrestrial races and species that live on the planet with us, then you need to do a lot more research and you need to do a lot more awakening within yourself, which is coming to you whether you want it or not. Because we are not the only ones in this realm, and we are not the only one on this planet. Close that door. We are not the only one on this realm, and we are not the only one on this planet, okay? So one of the races is the reptilian races. These species stand between 3 feet to 4 feet tall. They can go all the way up to 7 to 8 feet tall, as big as 25 feet tall. The draconian reptilian race, all right? This race is a very powerful race. It's a very powerful species. This species goes from dimension to dimension, galaxy to galaxy, conquering universes and planets. This is what the reptilians have been doing since the beginning of time. All right. They sought out our planet for resources. Okay, the reptilian race did. But originally, our planet had too much energy. We were at a higher frequency. We were vibrating at the 33rd dimension. All right. Before the invasion. This is why the Freemasons like to use the number 33 a lot in Masonry, because 33 is symbolic of the dimensionary level we was on when they came to our realm. We were on the 33rd degree, the 33rd degree frequency. All right, so we was on the 33rd dimension, so to say. We dropped down from the 33rd dimension all the way down to the 3rd dimension after they invaded our planet and took over. Okay. But you have to understand that, like I say, the human race was created by the God race, which was us. But you have to ask yourself this, okay, then how could, if the gods, which is black people and Latinos, created the humans, which are your whites, your Asians, your Dravidians, and your Mexicans, how could the Caucasians take over and conquer their creator? That's probably the biggest question going through your head, right? Well, they were able to do this because they had help. Okay, and they had help from the reptilian race. The reptilians are shapeshifters, all right? All of your presidents, all of your elite families in this world, I'm talking about the black nobility, the Illuminati, the Bilderberger Group, the Rothschilds. I mean, these 13 blood families that run the entire world, right? These 13 elite, powerful families. You have to ask yourself, what makes them so elite? What makes this bloodline so royal, all right? Well, what makes these 13 bloodlines so royal is the fact that these bloodlines are not from this planet. These 13 families are have reptilian bloodline, which means they are reptilians from a whole completely different planet. And this is what makes these 13 bloodlines so royal and so rare. This is also the secret that the Freemasons are hiding in Freemasonry once you hit the 33rd degree pinnacle, where they make all information available to those people within their society. Okay, so you have to know that there's 13 blood stripes on the United States American flag, right? That represents the 13 families. When they first came to set up their empire on Atlantis, when they came and set up their empire, they called their empire the United States of America. Okay, this America and this continent was originally called Atlantis. Okay, so we are Atlanteans. Any African American, any Latino, you are an Atlantean. All right, you come from God DNA. You are a God. You are a goddess, whether you like it or agree to it or believe it or not. Okay, so these reptilian races have helped the humans control the black people and the Latino people, all right? And they have done it through shape-shifting. The reptilians are shapeshifters, okay? George Bush, Bill Clinton, Obama, all of these people are part of the reptilian family. These people are shapeshifters, all right? And if you don't know about shape-shifting, or you might maybe have seen it in a movie on TV, well, you need to realize that science fiction is reality, and reality is science fiction. Facts, all right? So let me just give you the science of shape-shifting real quick. Shape-shifting is really not hard to do, and these reptilian races have more advanced technology than a lot of us now, because we don't remember who we are or where we came from, all right? So shape-shifting is done through the neurotransmitters in your brain, or the neurochemistry in your brain. Grand Rising, Cuzzo, Tanisha Van Leer. But shape-shifting is done by your thought patterns. If you know anything about the way the brain works, and you can Google this, right? Your brain works based upon your thoughts. So your thoughts directly impact the neurochemistry in your brain. The neurochemistry in your brain is the electrical grid of your nervous system, or the way your nervous system works. So basically, when you think a thought, whatever the thought may be, it directly impacts the neurochemistry of your brain. All right, your brain begins to release secretions that it sends to the epidermis layer of your skin. This skin is actually an antenna. All right, it's full of receptors along with your hair. All right, so this skin then receives these secretions and these signals from the brain. All right, and then your skin releases chemicals into the universe around it. And what happens is these chemicals, they go out, right, and they attract chemicals that match its frequency. So once these chemicals find these other chemicals that attract its frequencies, it begins to then reshape your environment around you based upon the thoughts that you are thinking at the time. Facts. All right. For example, science has done they did an experiment, right? And they had a group of people go work out for 30 minutes. All right. And they realized that after working out for 30 minutes, they had a 30% increase in their testosterone level. Then the scientists turned around and took a group of people and had them meditate. And during their meditation, they had them focus on their workout. So they worked out and went through their entire workout in their mind while meditating. And after that, scientists looked at the research board, and they discovered that these people that had meditated and only thought about working out but didn't actually go work out, they received a 22% increase in testosterone level. And the people that actually went to work out, they received a 30% increase in testosterone level. So basically, scientists discovered that these people that actually went to work out, their bodies only received the 8% increase more than the people that didn't go to work out, but they just meditated and mentally went through their workout in their mind. So this proved to scientists that your thoughts completely control impacts the neurochemistry in your brain. So the computer was made after the hardwiring of the brain. Okay, so the brain is impacted by your thoughts. Now, what controls thoughts? Spirit and soul. Okay, so I say all this to say that this is how these reptilians are able to shapeshift, because they are aware of this knowledge, this wisdom of the neurochemistry of the brain. And these reptilians, they have brains like us. They stand upright like us. They have 2 arms, 2 legs. They are humanoid in form, all right? These reptilians. Queen Elizabeth is a reptilian, all right? She's been here since they invaded the planet, all right? She has just taken on different bodies over time. All right, so this might sound crazy to you, but this is a fact. Even her name Elizabeth, if you go Google the name, in Croatian, Elizabeth means lizard people. All right, so these lizard people really exist. These reptilians are their real name. All right, so these reptilians, they live here amongst us, and they have been helping the humans control us since they invaded us in the year of 1492. Okay, so you have to realize that these orcs, these humans, along with these reptilian species, they only been here 500 years. Okay, so you have the reptilian race here helping the humans, but you have other races, not just them. You also have the Greys. The Greys they stand about 3 to 4 feet tall, skinny, big heads. These are the guys they normally show you as kids when you think about an alien, and then they show you the little dude with the skinny neck and the big head and the big black eyes. That's the Greys. All right, that race of species is actually called the Greys. They also exist not too far from the planet of Mars. They originate from the planet Mars. Okay, so when I'm breaking down these different alien civilizations that live on this planet with us, this shouldn't shock none of y'all. Why? Because all y'all motherfucking know we got all these planets in the sky. Okay, and if you really believe that out of all these planets in the sky and all these galaxies, we're the only planet with life on it, slap your goddamn self and get off live and restart school all over again. Okay, so I'm just basically making you aware of the different people living on these different planets in the name of their race and their attributes. All of this is public information for you to look up for yourself. But let me keep the party going. So we have the reptilians, we have the Greys. After the Greys, you have the Andromedans. The Andromedans, they have a porcelain look to their skin. They are also humanoid. They come from the planet called Andromeda. All right, they were peaceful people, but they had become greedy through their love for resources. Okay, so you have the reptilians, they are the leaders. All right, they are the ones controlling everything down here on this planet. Then you have the Greys. They live within the planet. You have the Octarians as well. The Octarians, they are tall, skinny. Their skin is blue. All right, they look just like the Greys, but they, instead of their skin being gray, it's blue. It's like a royal blue. All right, and they are masters of illusion. So they also have been helping the humans to control us. And what the Octarians, their role they play in this war, all right, because this war has been going on since they landed on our planet in 1492. It's just the black people and the Latino people, which are the original people of this planet, were fast asleep. And after 2020, we are going through a planetary shift, so we are going under a grand awakening right now. So the sun is activating our DNA and we are waking up. And you have people like me that's feeding information. You all are waking up. More people will be waking up. All right. So this is just what's going on right now. So, you know, I broke down who the humans were. All right. We know let's do it. Let's do a backtrack real quick before we keep it going. Because this video is strictly about the different species living on this planet. And once you can come to grips that you are not the only, that everybody on this planet is not one. Everybody on this planet is not human. Everybody on this planet is not an extraterrestrial race, and everybody on this planet is not gods. Once you can come to grips with that, then everything else can start to make a lot more sense to you about what's going on, where we are as a planet. Okay, so the role that the Octarians have played in this war since they came was in holding the illusion that, you know, like how when we look outside and we see the trees and we see a peaceful sky and we see the birds flying and we see a lot of these things that we think are normal, they are actually programs, and the real realm of this dimension is being hidden from us and being veiled, or had been being hidden from us and had been veiled from our eyes. Okay, so now that we know these different species that live on planet Kai, which was renamed Earth, we know that the human race is on down here on this planet, and they not from this planet. They come from Nern. All your humans are, once again, your Caucasians, your Asians, your Dravidians, your Mexicans, and your Arabs. Now, in the human race, you also have rank. So the highest ranking human race is the Caucasian, right? Because when they were being created, that was Zeus' greatest creation. This is why in their Bible, they say God made man in his image, okay? A lot of black people were taught to believe that God is outside of us when we are God. And you are God, all right? And I'll break that down too. And these Europeans have been programmed, all right? Not the elite ones. The elite ones run everything. These are all your black nobility. I'm talking about your regular white people walking amongst us. These are the programmed ones, all right? They are just the programmed ones here, all right? They were here to keep the agenda going, all right? So when you see this whole race war that had been going on of white people hating black people, all right, there was also an illusion put there to deter us from the bigger picture, to further make us forget who we are, who we were, and what we are capable of. Okay, so you got your humans and you got your gods. Now, I broke down who the gods was. The gods are the original people that been here. We are timeless beings, all right? We are the only ones that actually, like I made a YouTube video the other day. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I was talking about how the God race, we are the only ones that can activate the law of attraction. All right. So when they show you these white people like Bob Proctor and all these people that was promoting the law of attraction, they only did that to make money off you because they knew that the God race was fast asleep. So they could put this shit right in our face and we still wasn't going to wake up. All right. But these Caucasians and these Asians and Dravidians and these humans, all right, they don't have access to the law of attraction because the law of attraction is one of the technologies of these avatars. OK, you have to realize that we are multi-dimensional beings, people. We do not just exist in this dimension. We exist in multiple dimensions. We, as the original people, the Atlanteans, the gods and goddesses, we are the most powerful beings in the cosmos. Y'all ever seen Captain Marvel? Well, Captain Marvel us the fuck up times 1,000, and that's us, okay? So basically, we being the gods of the cosmos, we are very, 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 very powerful people. And if you understand the true science of our DNA, of your DNA, and what your ancestors were doing that has been lied to you about in history, okay? Because you have to know you can never die. Okay, if you are a god or a goddess, which means you have carbon in your body, which means this is the reason your skin is this pigmentation. This isn't melanin, all right? This is carbon, all right? These Europeans came up with the term melanin a few years back to further try to blind the god race or to merge with us, because they have always tried to merge with us and pretend to be one with us, all right, since they invaded. They always want to be one with us, but they are not one with us, okay? They are not us and we are not them, all right? They are our creation, our brother Zeus, Satan, Prometheus, Yakub, Marduk, and all these different names he go by created their whole race, their whole species. They were created in a petri dish. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm being racist. If you are watching this live, this is not about racism. This is about historical facts, all right? White people, which are the highest ranking humans in the human race, were created in a petri dish along with their counterparts, Mexicans, Asians, Dravidians, and Arabs. This is a fact, all right? This is why they can't take direct sunlight on our planet, because they are not from our planet. This is why they have been creating clouds since they landed. This is why they have been creating winter since they landed. Winter is not natural to our planet, people. Please understand, we are tropical beings. This planet was tropical before they invaded, all right? They cannot take sun. Why can't they take the sun? Because the sun is natural to this planet, and we are nature, all right? Black people and Latino people, this is what makes us gods. We are nature, okay? We are nature, all right? Earth, fire, wind, air, every element, including the fifth, which is love, exists within your body. You are a god, nothing less. But that's why religion was created, to take the power out of your motherfucking hands. To have you praying to somebody up in the sky, all right? To have us praying to somebody up in the sky to save you when you have the power to save yourself, which is why no saving and no change has came within our community. All right. So for us to arise and awaken fully, we have to break free of this 500-year lie that we are black people, that we are one, that everybody on our planet is humans. No, everybody on our planet isn't human. The only fucking humans are white people, Asians, Mexicans, and Dravidians and Arabs. All right. The only original people to this planet that didn't come and try to hijack it are the gods and the goddesses, the Atlanteans. All right, which are your modern day black people and Latinos. Okay, now the people that's running the planet disguising themselves to be presidents and the government and world powers and your bankers and your world elite. These are reptilian shapeshifters who actually eat the blood of the gods. They drink our blood because it empowers them, because our bodies, right? This is technology. All right. So the entire movie, The Black Panther, was made about the technology of the skin, on the epidermis of these God people that they fear. Okay. This is why they don't hate you. All right. White people don't hate you at all. White people don't hate black people. White people, the Caucasian race has been programmed to feel that they are more superior than the black race, and that was by design, which aids these reptilians in controlling the planet, because the people that's controlling the planet are extraterrestrials. They are not even human. At least white people are human. They were created using pigs. We created white people using pigs, dogs, lemurs, and 1% drop of our blood. That's how they were created. So without the 1% drop of our blood, they would just look like a fucking animal. Right? But the 1% of our blood mixed in with the splicing of these different animals, we grafted them. This is why on the human evolutionary chart, it starts with the monkey and then it ends with the man. All right? That's the first state that Zeus got them at when he created them. Okay? And then the last phase was the humanoid phase, like this, where they walk around like us. Right? So now, all of this stuff we would remember had it not been for the fluoride that they put in our food, the GMOs they put in our food, the meat they feed us, all right? This is why they feed us meat, because as electrical beings, that which we are, this is what Dr. Sebi was killed for, trying to warn you that we are electrical beings, all right? We are electrical beings. We do not eat meat. We eat photons, all right? How do we receive photons? Through the sunlight. You see the sun shining through my house? Has illuminating my skin, right? You see my soul and spirit shining through my flesh. That's my soul that you see right now, okay? So, and I'm right down here in Atlanta on the 33rd parallel, which is one of the most powerful ley lines on this planet right now, all right? I'm in Atlanta. I'm on the power grid because Atlanta was the capital of Atlantis, all right? So that energy field is still there. But far as back to the epidermis of your skin and the technology of it, how we can literally hold the energy off of particles that are sent at us. All right? And this is what they were showing you in Black Panther. They called it vibranium. Vibranium was just a secret and was symbolic of the carbon that we have. Europeans, humans don't have carbon at all. Right? They have melanin. All right? Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, Arabs, all right, and Caucasians, they have melanin. Please stop saying that you have melanin. You do not have melanin. They told you that this was melanin. You feel me? So that they can merge with us. All right? They are not us. Okay? And that's okay. If you are white and you are human and you're watching this live, feel free to watch it. Any human is welcome to watch this live because I'm giving you the history of who you are. And that's all that matters. All right? This isn't a racist live. I'm not attacking you for being human. All I'm giving you is the true facts of your human DNA. And if you're black or Latino, I'm not telling you this for you to walk outside and to look down on the humans. I'm telling you this for you to meditate and go within yourself and activate yourself more. Come out of these lies, my people. You're not a hoe, black queen. You're not a thug or gangbanger black king. These were programs sent to our people. Okay? And these programs were not thought of by these humans. These programs were thought of by these reptilians. That's why they're so good at controlling us. This is why they have every black person hating each other. And families can't get along. And people fighting each other and killing each other. And we think it's the white man. No, it's not the white man. The white man is a human, though. He's not from this planet. He is a part of the agenda. He is against us, all right? But they are not the ones controlling everything. The reptilians are. These people are all your Queen Elizabeth, your King of England, your Queen of England, your black nobility, your presidents, your governments, your world powers, your world bankers. All of these people are reptilians. This is why they keep the bloodline pure. This is why they only mate with each other. Right? A lot of people don't even know that the Queen of England has been here since they landed. Because, well, let me tell you what these reptilians do. All right? They eat us. Okay? They eat this is why they do a lot of organ harvesting, a lot of organ trafficking. This is why when you take your baby to the doctor, they always drawing all this blood. This is why they pay you money to donate your plasma and your blood. But nobody ever thinks, what are they doing with all this? They're drinking it. They're eating it. The life force. All right. This is why I know everybody heard about Pizzagate that's going on right now. Pizzagate is exposing all this huge sex trafficking ring that's been going on in Hollywood and with all your world powers, with all your presidents who've been molesting these kids and raping these kids and eating these kids. Now that is coming out. All right. It's been coming out the last 6 months. All right. They tried to throw coronavirus out there to hide it, but the truth, this is 2020, y'all. This is the clear vision, y'all. This was written in the stars. There's nothing they can do about this. The blacks and Latinos, the original gods of this planet, we are awakening. We are awakening. The awakening is happening now. We are going through the pole shift now. Okay? And there's nothing that they can do to stop this. Okay, I see more and more of our people, we growing our natural hair. I see more and more of our women getting back to their natural state, loving their natural beauty. You don't need no makeup or any of that. All right? So what's going on is this sun, all right? It's really all in the sun, y'all, because the sun is how we eat, okay? We eat photons because we, the original people, your blacks and Latinos, which we are Atlanteans, okay? We were Atlanteans when they landed, all right? First we were Lemurians before they landed, and then we upgraded in consciousness to Atlanteans, all right? And then as we rose in dimension, that set us on the 33rd, and then they landed and invaded us, all right? These humans along with these extraterrestrial races that merged together and joined forces to enslave the Atlanteans, the original guardians of the galaxies, the gods and the goddesses within their planet, which they have done the last 500 years. Okay, so you have to understand, my people, what's really going on. Understand why so many of us couldn't break that veil. We was under a deep, deep spell. And the transatlantic slave trade is why they took us through the transatlantic slave trade, and they created that to make us further forget who we are and who we were. The entire essence of us was stolen. All right. The entire Everything was stolen. So you have people like myself and others that are awakening, and a lot of us that are awakening, that we are downloading this information back through the sun, because the truth of the universe is in your soul. If you are an original person of this planet, you don't need me, you don't need a book. It's in your soul. It's in you. It's in your DNA. You know how they tell you in school that we only use 10% of our DNA, 10% of our brain, and that the other 90% is junk DNA? No, that junk DNA is your God DNA. That they fear, that they don't want you to activate. They don't want you in that sun. That's why they created them clouds. The clouds are not natural to our realm. They were created by these invaders, right? To further enslave us, to keep us from our real food source, which is the sun, because the sun gives off photon energy. Let me repeat. The sun gives off photon energy. This real God talk for y'all right now. This is what I call, we having God talk for the 13 people that's in here. But the sun gives off photon energy, not proton. We have protons too within us. I'm talking photon, P-H-O-T-O-N. All right. The sun gives off photon energy. Okay. And this photon energy that's in the sun feeds us, not just energy, but it feeds us information. This is why we weren't supposed to cut our hair, because this hair is ether. This hair is our tentacles, which further gives us more information and locks us. It locks us, our hair, right? Which is why I'm regrowing it back out. Our hair, right, is full of information and power, and it locks us. It connects us to our ancestors. It connects us to the astral planes. It connects us to the cosmic realm. It connects us to the beings living within the earth. And it connects us to the entire earth around us. If you are black or Latino, you are from this realm and you created this realm. All right. We are the reason that we are the gods of this realm is because we created this realm. Okay. We created this planet. All right. We created this whole natural order of nature on this planet because we are nature. Okay. So this is why in Avatar, in the movie Avatar, they kind of showed you what they did to us, how they came and landed on our planet. They seen the trees. All right. We were connected to all the trees. They took all our trees, y'all. We don't have a tree on planet Earth right now. What you think our trees that have been programmed to believe our trees are nothing more than 30-meter bushes. The real trees are the mountain peaks. Go look. Go get on Google Earth and go look at every mountain peak. And you can completely see that it ain't nothing but a tree stump that has been cut the fuck down. Okay, and this is why in the Bible they tell you about the Tower of Babel. That was nothing more than symbolic of when they came and invaded our planet, how they cut down all our trees. You feel me? And broke us away from our connection to the planet. Let me tell y'all something, my people. Us as the original people, the Atlanteans, the gods and goddesses of this realm, we are the planet. We are one with the planet. And the biggest lie that they did to break us away from our power as the original people was to break us away from nature. Okay? To take us away from nature. All right? Like, for example, let me give you a prime example. Okay? You guys need to get into something called mind alchemy. Mental alchemy, which is what our ancestors studied over in Kemet, ancient Africa. And even when they show you pictures of Egyptians and the pyramids, that's us after the fall. That's still after the fall, not before. Okay? Things we were doing before the fall, before they invaded us, they do not show you. To see what we were doing before these humans and these extraterrestrial races took over our planet 500 years ago, you would have to go watch a goddamn Marvel superhero movie or something to see what we was doing. This is a fact. Okay? So, this war has been going on for 500 years. And we were very awakened during the transatlantic slave period. We were still awoke. That's why there was a lot of slave rebellions. But our power and the source of our power have been taken away from us. When they start feeding us the meat, they start taking our powers away. When they first came and they destroyed our trees, our real trees that tied us to the Akashic records of the planet, and they tore down our informational towers, we had chips right here, people, that sat right above our third eye, our pineal glands, that connected us to these information towers that aligned our planet. Everywhere where you see a church today or a mosque today, we had an energy tower right there. Every city is structured based around the structure of our original realm and our original setup. Everything is energy, my people. Nothing else. Everything is energy. Definitely take a day. Meditation is key. You got to go within yourself to unlock the realms within you. The outside world is nothing more than the thoughts that you created. So what you see is nothing more than what you have been thinking. All right? And it's imperative that you guys knew today about these different races that live on this planet. All right, and who you are and where you stand in this war. So it's really the humans and the extraterrestrials versus us. Okay? And the help we do have is from my Anunnaki brothers who are now here. They come from a different realm. They're here to help us too. But you have to understand we are so powerful that they had to gang up on us. And even then they couldn't hold us. They knew that this invasion would only last 500 years, my people. They knew it. They knew it. And 500 years hit in 2012. All right, or what we thought was 2012, because time doesn't exist. Time is nothing more than another human and extraterrestrial illusion made to make the body or these avatars age. Because remember what I told y'all in the beginning about the neurochemistry in your brain. It reacts based upon what you're thinking. So whatever you're thinking, the neurochemistry in your brain begins to immediately adjust and reshape and show you and bring to you whatever it is that you are thinking. Okay, so now do you see why they went out of their way with indoctrinating our people with bullshit to make us believe so that we would begin to experience our beliefs? Whatever you believe, it alters your perception. And then you begin to experience whatever it is that you believe. So if you believe that God is outside of you and you don't have no power to control your situation, then you got a billion motherfuckers believing that. You see why we are where we are today? So the power of the belief of we have to reprogram the neurochemistry in our brain. We have to let go of all the bullshit lies that we have been told, my people. All right? And accept a whole new reality. And it's not hard to accept because we already see that we were hated, but nobody knew why. Nobody could understand why our women are mistreated, why are our men attacked. All our black men and Latino men fill the jails. All our black women and Latino women are filling the pages to represent the best image of a hoe. That's what they use us for. All right? This Bible is filled with secrets to unlock the truth. But it was more created as technology to mislead the gods. Okay? So you are an Atlantean. And America is Atlantis. But then they came and invaded us and took over, right? And renamed it the United States of America. They landed in the year 1492. America wasn't deemed the official place until 1776. All right? That's because from 1492 to 1776, they were warring with us trying to take over our planet. And in the year 1776, they achieved that because the Moors sold our people out. Yes, they did. The Moors sold us out. They didn't try to sell us out, but they did. All right? Because you have to remember, these humans, when they were on Nern, they already heard stories about their home planet.